I believe that a lot of men working in this industry, right? And for the fact that you are female, have you experienced it?
I'm very excited you asked this question because I think it's a situation that I care a lot. So women can sometimes be marginalized in a company, and this is something that is institutionalized.
Hi, Ms. Function. So you are currently now the head of product in international markets, right? Can you explain to us about responsibilities here in the company?
Yeah, sure. So how I started was actually as one of the co-founders of Get, along with the other co-founders. And part of that, I built the team here for the tech and product aspects of our business. Then late last year, my role transitioned to the one you mentioned, head of product for international market. And my responsibilities are to ensure that we follow our hyper-localized strategy to deliver user needs based on each country's.
So you're looking after not just Thailand, of course, around Southeast Asia. Sounds like an exciting job.
Yeah, I really like it. I've personally lived in a lot of countries growing up, so I think adapting to cultural nuances is something that's just been a part of my life, and to be able to do that as part of my job is very interesting.
That's right. And so because you're in this technology industry, I believe that a lot of men working in this industry, right? And for the fact that you are female, have you experienced it?
I'm very excited you asked this question because I think it's a situation that I care a lot. So women can sometimes be marginalized in a company, and this is something that is institutionalized. However, I'm going to answer this in 3 ways. So first, my experience in Gojek, we have a very diverse and inclusive environment, which I'm very grateful for. The reason why is because we're all united in our mission for social impact. So this mission is something that everyone in the company believes in. You know, we serve 2 million driver partners every day, allowing them to earn an income. We have 500,000 merchants that get extra orders from our users, as well as solving, most importantly, our users' life daily frictions. So these are the things that all of us in the company care about. Despite our differences, this is what we're all trying to do and succeed at. So that's something very powerful that unites us all here. The second thing is, you know, half of our user base are women. So diversity actually strengthens our ability to be able to meet the needs of these users, right? If you have a diverse group of people, you have more perspectives, more ideas, better representation. And I truly believe that this is really important to answering the needs of our diverse users as well. Now, in terms of women who may be experiencing some difficulties in their careers in tech, I would advise that, you know, I want to remind them that actually you are the person who knows best what you're capable of.
So you basically have to believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's essentially it. Now the third thing, which is what tech companies can do, right? Or should do. What is a common problem that all tech companies face? It's shortage of talent. It's so hard to find brilliant, talented people and convince them to join your team. And not to mention you're competing with so many other great startups to attract these talented members. Now, if you don't ensure that your environment is a fair place for women to work, that means that you are closing yourself off to half of the talent pool, which as a business is quite a huge risk, right? So that's something I just kind of want to put out there and remind people why we must nurture these environments where women can succeed as equally as men. So.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I believe, in my personal opinion, I believe that to a certain level, men and women have different mindsets or different thinking process. Have you ever experienced something like you want to present your idea and you find it's hard to persuade them to believe in you or to actually trust you or do what you actually ask them to do? Have you ever had any experience like that? And if you have, how did you overcome that problem?
Right. Okay, so at Gojek, very data-driven. So I don't think we have that problem when you have the data backing you up, because no one can argue with that. So I think data is very empowering because it is another force for equalizing.
When you recruit people in Gojek Group, what do you look for in your staffs?
So I think the type of people we're looking for, people who can get excited about our mission for social impact, as well as becoming that platform to serve life's daily fictions. We're looking for problem solvers. We're looking for people who embrace challenges and, just add a unique perspective to solving the problems that we are keen to solve.
And also people who are experts in the technology industry.
Oh, for sure, definitely. But, I think one thing that differentiates us from companies is it doesn't matter what your role is. You can be an engineer or a quality assurance tester or even like BI, it doesn't matter. What we really need everyone to have is empathy for our users because everyone in the company can solve.
In this world, there are a lot of female executives, like the COO of Facebook or even YouTube. Who would you say is your idol or gives you inspiration?
Okay.
And how did you learn from that female executive?
Okay, I actually have two. They're my mom.
Okay.
And also, have you heard of Barbara Liskov? So Barbara Liskov is actually, she pioneered the way that the modern approach to writing code. A lot of people don't know that. Secondly, she was the head of computer science at MIT in the early 2000s. Wow. So she's amazing. She's really amazing. And I think what I really admire about her is despite all her achievements, she's also very open and honest about some of the difficulties that she faced in her career despite being so brilliant, right? She also talks about how, in her early days at MIT, she didn't always have the courage to speak up and contribute her ideas, and that's something that she learned over time, right?
And your mom?
Oh, my mom. Okay, so my mom has been working in data since the 70s. Oh. So she's a professor of statistics, wow. And it's a space that she was very active in, and she was doing all that while raising 3 kids. Wow. Right? So whatever problem or challenge that I can try to face at work, I know that at the end of the day, I don't have to go back and look after 3 kids. So the fact that she was able to do that, like pursue an amazing career, as well as being a mom, provide for the family is inspirational. I don't know how she did it.
Let's talk about the Thai society. So you've been here for a couple of years now, right? From your experience and from your opinion, what do you see in the Thai society about the ability for women to grow in their workplaces?
I see that Thailand is actually one of the better places, which actually was the reason why I chose to move here 4 years ago. However, of course, more can be done. I think women are still underrepresented in leadership companies in general. At Gojek, 30%, a third of our leaders are women. Pretty good, but we still strive to increase diversity and inclusion in our company. I think it's important for us as well to set an example for the region and make sure that this is something that as an industry we move forward and improve on together.
Here's the game room. And here is nap room นะคะ So for the young women who are now watching this video and they want to be in the tech companies or tech industries, could you give them some suggestion or some messages?
So if you're a young woman who is looking to make your first foray into technology, I would encourage you to feed your curiosity. Make sure you are always learning. Be a sponge. Just accumulate all
Absorbing
that.
all this knowledge.
Yeah, that's right. Absorb all the knowledge.
Yes.
And also don't be afraid to speak up, right? Because when we have junior members, the ones that really set themselves apart from their cohort are the ones who will contribute their ideas proactively. And yeah, I really appreciate when a junior kind of speaks up and gives us a fresh take, right, of what they think. But yeah, as I mentioned before, just keep learning. Make sure you develop a strong knowledge base, and because that will also help you develop your self-confidence if you know that you know a lot about your subject area, that will give you the self-confidence to speak up whenever you have a good idea to solve a problem.
So don't be afraid to stand out.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
โลกของเทคโนโลยีกำลังจะเดินรุดหน้าไปอย่างรวดเร็ว จากเดิมที่หลายคนมองว่าพื้นที่แห่งนี้เป็นของผู้ชาย แต่ปัจจุบันกำลังถูกขับเคลื่อนด้วยพลังความสามารถของผู้หญิงต่างหากแบร์ไตขอนำเสนอ Women in Tech พื้นที่ที่จะพาเราไปทำความรู้จักกับผู้หญิงชั้นแนวหน้าในโลกเทคโนโลยี และพิสูจน์ว่าพื้นที่แห่งนี้เป็นที่ของทุกคนที่มีความสามารถไม่ว่าคุณจะเป็นเพศอะไร